Hello everyone, Luke here again, and as I said what I was going to do yesterday, this is the Counter Fairy deck profile I'm currently running. It's okay, I suppose. It's going pretty well. Well, this build anyway. It probably could use a bit of improvement. Yeah, I'm always happy to listen to other people, to hear what they have to say. But anyway, I'll just go through the deck quickly with you. No, it's not going to be too long, this video. Anyway, we start off with the 3 Bountiful Artemis. Obviously it's the main card in the deck. Each time a counter trap resolves, you draw a card. And see, 2 Thunder King, obviously 1900 beta, light monster, but just basically its effect. I mean, it won me a game yesterday against 6 Samurai, because they weren't able to add cards from their deck to their hand. I run 2 Vandalion. Obviously the counter trap monster. Each time you negate a counter trap, he can be special summoned if you negate a counter trap. Just depends what happens. If it's a spell card, 1500 damage to your opponent. Trap card, destroy one of their cards on the field. Effect monster, you special summon a monster from your graveyard. 2 Tour Guide gives you an Exceed option, something like Zen Mains, something like that, which even helps. 2 Effect Veiler, more monster negation, just really good card. Sangan basically searches out your low level monsters, plus you can use it for your tour guide as well. 1 Harvest Angel of Wisdom. His effect is that when he's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, add 1 counter trap card from your graveyard back to your hand. So he just recycles your counter traps. Gauze, obviously if you've got nothing on the field. I run a lot of light and dark monsters, so I have added a Blackluster Soldier. I run 1 DD Warrior Lady. Removes annoying crap from the game. 1 Blackwing Gale gives me a chance to synchro monsters. Obviously its effect is pretty good anyway, since it can defeat any monster with 2600 or less. Of course it destroys itself, it's a 2600 monster, but still, good card. Honest, obviously because of all the light monsters, not all of them have high attack points like your Bountiful, which is only 1600. Obviously you can protect yourself. And last but not least in the monster lineup, 1 Grand Mole, which is just keep bouncing cards back to your opponent's hand, especially powerful ones, or annoying Exceed monsters, annoying synchros. Now we'll go to our spell lineup. Not many spells in it, just 2 Pot of Duality. Obviously it's not a deck that really special summons much, and just basically gives you a chance to get a card that you need. 2 Mystical Space Typhoon. Obviously I think every deck should at least run 2. Just get rid of annoying cards, or just back row. Monster Reborn. Pot of Avarice. I do find that it's a card I use often, because I do get a lot of cards and monsters in my graveyard for using like the effect of Effect Veil or Divine Wrath. And last is a Dark Hole. Now for our traps. 3 Dark Bribe. Obviously, negate a spell or trap card, your opponent draws a card. If you have a Bountiful, you draw 1 as well. Your Solar Mornings. Pay 2000, negate the special summon of a monster. 2 Magic Drain. It's a good card, even if they negate it by discarding a spell card. It's a -1 for them, since they just lost the spell card from their hand. 2 Divine Wrath, which discard a card, negate the activation of an effect monster to destroy it, which is good because you can even use it doing damage step. I used that a couple of times yesterday, once against the Pyramid Turtle, once against the Magical Merchant, and a few other times against various other monsters. 2 Mirror Force, just some added protection there, in case they try and swarm me. It did that yesterday actually. I didn't have it on the field at the time, but it would have been good in that second round, the first leg. It's like second turn OTK from Samurais. A Solemn Judgment, obviously negate anything, well, more or less anything. Half your life points. Also run 7 Tools of the Bandit, just an extra card to negate one of their trap cards. And for something a little different, 1 Compulsory Evacuation Device, just return a card on the field to the hand or the extra deck. So that's the main deck done. Now for all our extra deck monsters, run a Black Rose Dragon, if you can see it, there we go, 1 Stardust Dragon, 1 Hyper Librarian, a Catasta, and an Armory Arm. Now for some Exceed monsters, we got a Leviair, 1 Utopia, Chaos Utopia, Maystroke, a Chrononaut, he's actually pretty useful at times, 1 Leviathan, Acid Golem, Zen Mains, and also run 2 Chimera Tech. See why? Because there's a lot of players out there using gears, machines, and I mean in my sideboard I've got 2 Cyber Dragons, which is not a bad card for this deck anyway, because you know they're light monsters and they can just be special summoned if they have a monster on the field. I run 2 King Tiger Wanghos, a 3rd Divine Wrath, just in case I need an extra one, 2 Deep Prison, just for a different option, 1 Starlight Road, if I'm coming against someone who likes to blow lots of stuff up, 2 Night Beams, obviously they're a good card because target 1 spell or trap card your opponent controls, destroy that target. Your opponent cannot activate the target card in response. 2 of us. I don't have a Night Assailant, so it's just the 2 of us for now. Spirit Reaper, extra stalling, extra protection, 1 more Thunder King, just in case they like adding a lot of cards from their deck to the hand, and 2 Maxis for those decks that like to special summon a lot, which is, well, almost every deck I come up against. But yep, that's it for the Counter Fairy deck. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all another time.